Hellos.
Corvo, you're back! Were there any whales? Wait! Let's play hide and seek first. I'll cover my eyes and you hide. Okay, here we go. While you were gone, Mother seemed very sad. Let's see if you're still good at this. I'll hide my eyes and count, and at the end of the countdown, I'll try and find you. Okay, I'm going to count to 10. Find a place to hide. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come. Okay, well, somewhere else then. Or maybe here. Okay, you win. We should go now, so Mother can see you too.
Welcome home, Lord Protector.
Stop moving, Campbell. And you, Corvo, welcome back. From wherever you've been.
They sent him all around the Isles to beg for aid.
A waste of time. My elixir will banish the plague from this city. Now keep still a moment, High Overseer Campbell.
They're sick people, not criminals.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can. All of them.
Very well.
We will not speak of this again.
Mother, Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily. Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Corvo. 2 days early. Full of surprises, as usual.
It's a fair wind that brings you home to me. What news have you brought?
Follow me, Captain. We should leave them.
I hoped that one of the other cities had dealt with this before, knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point. Cowards. They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes, don't worry, darling. Mother is fine. Wait, where are the guards? Who sent them away?
Mother, look! What are they doing on the rooftop?
What? Emily, come here! Get behind me! Look out! Another one! Corvo, thank you. If you hadn't been here... No more! Not again!
Mommy!
No! Get away from her! Corvo!
Mommy! Get away! Corvo!
Corvo, it's all coming apart. Find Emily. Protect her. You're the only one. You'll know what to do. Won't you? Corvo!
Ward us all. Look at what he's done.
Yes, he's killed the Empress. What did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
Her own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Take him.
This is your final chance, Grovo. Sign the confession, and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
That's enough for now. Get out. Let's give the man some time to think. Corvo, the Empress is dead. Her daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now, someone to guide the weak. And that's where we come in.
There was nothing personal in this, even though you almost sank our plans. But it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time, and someone has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corvo. Guards! Take him back to his cell.
You should eat, Corvo. This meal comes from a friend.
Tell me again what you'll do if Slackjaw and his Bottle Street boys jump you.
How come so many people are coming to the execution tomorrow?
You're out.
Let me out!
On account of court.
Cut up 3 days
Who
before
killed
they
the
cut my
Empress
head
and
off.
abducted her daughter, Emily.
So it's an occasion.
Right. A social event for the high and mighty. Come see the noble Lord Protector get his head chopped off.
They're as bad as us betting on the dogfight.
Burn this place to the ground.
Accompanied by an officer of the law. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice.
Gotta be here somewhere.
What is that? I know something's up. You're going down.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
You're gonna bleed.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crew, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice.
Help! Watch out! Watch it!
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
I know something's up. I guess everything's all right.
Gotta be here somewhere.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance.
I gotta stop shooting.
Unless accompanied by an officer. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice.
on his way out of the prison. I guess if you killed the Empress, you don't care about a few guards.
Shut up. Look at this stuff. Somebody's been down here.
Bottle Street gang, maybe. Watch for booby traps. Could be some down here by the look of it. Hey! District?
Yeah, screw that. That's too far. I don't want to catch the plague. You? No.
Doesn't the elixir prevent it?
Maybe. Either way, let's just dump them down there. Let's go rats.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Several brave officers of the state are dead by his hand. He is to be captured or killed at any cost. Attention, Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Several brave officers of the state are dead by his hand. He is to be captured or killed at any cost. Attention, Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Several brave officers of the state are dead by his hand. He is to be captured or killed at any cost.
Won't get past me, sir. Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard. Smells like a dead Weeper in here.
Still crying about that dice game? Someone else. Stay alert, you worms. He's not getting out this way on my watch.
Stupid goddamn.
Someone's down!
Over here. I'm Samuel, and I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. They said you'd come out here. I can still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here. This is the Hound Pit's pub, closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with sword, tearing the city apart. Take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can. I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed.
So it's starting at last, Admiral.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pit's pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry. You must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes. Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
Stop at once!
What happened? Did you do that?
Corvo, what are you up to?
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin. No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil's run out. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. Oil's unstable. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess. Perfect. Now plug it in. Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Center lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables, and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you. You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can. Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more. Astonishing! My break with the Academy was explosive, for lack of a better word. I had to rebuild from scratch, but so much. Tell me what I can make for you.
Yes, very much so. No need to fear. He's here to work with our master.
People say he killed the Empress.
Of course he did. People are fools. They believe whatever they're told.
Okay. The Admiral
is this? Someone help!
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have. Wallet. 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind when. Cedric, please glass.
They will be taken to the flooded district for treatment. Attention Dunwall citizens. Be advised, the river crust infestation has spread downriver, as far as the river mouth and flooded district. Do not attempt to approach or destroy a river crust. Any items recovered from doing so are considered state property.
Did you do that?
Did you do that?
Attention Dunwall citizens. Lady Emily Caldwell was abducted 6 months ago during her mother's murder. Anyone with information leading to the
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world, great forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me. days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune. How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Landing in the distillery district due to risk of infectious contact. Violators will be taken to the flooded district for treatment and rehabilitation.
Well, let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Kaldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you. Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
Just wondering, sir. Ready to go? Just give the signal. It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds it, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. And there are the real odd birds living on the fringes like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. Don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep them in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
Hey!
What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
How did it pass me by?
Well, he ain't moving no
All the
more.
others dominant.
One, two, three.
Good. Keep them coming. Good. Keep them coming.
Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond.
Oh no, that's
In
not a
addition,
nice thing.
in this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order.
Granny, 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 come out with me instead. Granny, 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 you can't because you're
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family, but an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always I think the little birdies are sad today. Because you're dead. Dear? Is that you, my dear husband? My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? The dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them. And they're not very polite ones, either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
Let us in, Granny.
I bet you can't even hear us. She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing.
Somebody, get over here!
Get him!
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you. I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come. Granny, 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 come out with me instead. Granny, Granny, Granny. I hope you like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that Slackjaw is the worst lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach him. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first. Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard, or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious. But they're shy. You'll have to go, or they won't come.
Feel the great age ending. They are burning whales. The doom of Panacea has come to the city.
Business over that 7 strictures. Don't be stupid.
Watching how they operate.
What the little... Someone help me out! Let's feed him to the house! Help! Flank him! Eat metal! Dump you in the river! Watch!
river rushed in when the barrier broke. The whole district went dark. At the Academy, they cut the flesh and trap the lightning from the sky.
Did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Vital essences?
What? I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. You're unclean. Understand how Galvani can admire Sokolov. Royal physician or not, I hear tell he's a beast.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat. But in what respect? Its size and the coarseness of fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander's zoological survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. And this was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
Find it. Call out if you see him. Think you're being quiet? Shit, someone's dead. I'll find you, you hagfish. You won't stay hidden for long. I'll find you. Oh, I'll find you. Can't stay hidden forever. We got a prowler on the loose.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The following businesses have been closed and impounded by the state due to contamination. Barrow's Barbershop and Surgery, the Duke and Dancer Jailhouse, Maryland's Pennyworth's Pack and Travel Emporium, and the Smoke Creek Dive Bar.
I'm trapped! You should get where you're going, little man. Get off me, blowhard. Come on!
I owe you, brother. I won't ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that. You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was, at one time. But now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me. Huh?
Cross the line, and you'll have your throat cut.
All it is, he's like a phantom, with an army of shadows in front of him.
That guy Dowd? Ain't he just a business? Is anyone there?
Wretch, you got lucky.
When you're this handsome, you don't need luck.
Face like a hagfish.
Pay up. Don't be sour.
Say.
Somebody give me a hand with this bastard on the hagfish. Let's see what's inside you. Anything to smoke or eat. So we go.
goes. Not to the Abbey or the office of the High Overseer, but one of the other places, where they train the Overseers to be real religious. Crazy. He just wants to know where his brother's from. Sneaks it. You know where it is. Going in at it when he's sober.
Grimsley job, hitting the dumbwaiter all night.
Yeah. So he goes from room to room. Kids sleeping. And Overseer
giving a lecture to the kids. Couple years training with those hounds. Stuff you'd expect.
But it gets weird. Some kind of machinery. Then a woman laughing. Just laughing and laughing. Then music. That funky sound. That's what's cool. He wasn't drunk. Then he's still here. What?
Noblemen laid with the scullery maid, so loudly they made quite a riot. The nobleman's wife took the butcher.
Now it's your turn.
Oh, let me think. Okay. Yeah, I got one. Ready?
I'm listening.
Once was a sailor from Moreland. Fancied a woman no sorely.
He gave her his cash, she gave him a ration, and that's all. There isn't no more.
Alright, you win. You win.
Well, I know 100 of these old rhymes. My mummy used to tell them at me.
I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Now I can stroll along the waterfront in peace. And don't think I've forgotten your little gift. Go on upstairs, dear one. That will never wash. Never, never. I told you.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Report all deceased family members to the local dead counters.
Unreported deaths are a punishable offense.
Seen anybody with signs of the sickness? Blow off.
I hear the second day is when the skin really starts to come all the way off. Is that true? Or is it the itching that really gets you? Or the rats?
What a sight you are in that mask. I know who you are and what you're here to do. And I can help. Unlock me and I'll buy you a drink in a couple of days. By the Void, I'll buy you 100 drinks. Feels good to stand up straight. Thank you, Corvo. What you're here to do tonight is of the highest importance. We've got to find Emily, so kill Campbell and make it quick. Once it's done, search his body for the journal, his notorious black book, and get out of there. Campbell is meeting with a guard named Kernow, and word from my informant is that Campbell is going to poison him. Maybe you can use that to your advantage. All right, I won't be of any help here, so I'll make my own way back to the Hound Pit spot. If I see Samuel the boatman, I'll tell him to pick you up in the backyard, behind the office of the High Overseer. May all the spirits guide you, and may our enemies help you.
I was just reading in the archive about the Heretic's brand. It sounds painful. Have you ever seen the ritual?
I've never seen the
Heretic's brand used.
No, it's a rare occurrence. But I did spy the face of
one so branded. A former member of our order, of course.
Out on a retreat, we passed through a fishing town and saw him begging.
What were his crimes?
Who can say? It's reserved for an overseer, or even the high overseer himself, who violates our codes. Did you get caught in the lockdown last night? 6 hours. Search the place, talk with the rock, and nothing to eat but the swill we hand out free. Of course we can find that. I have to tell you, one time, one of the second floor shadows in the cell, and I found him asleep. By the time it was Martin's plot to break him out of Coldridge Prison.
That's clear enough.
But why Corvo? The one man feared throughout the Empire. He's as bloody-minded as they say. Left a trail of bodies. And the way he dodged the axe... We can't rule out black magic. He had help.
Yes, but how far does it go?
The trail goes to Martin, but Martin...
Bunch of children playing games, that's all it is. Good, good. And your niece, Callista, I'm very...
She'll be found. My men are searching district by district.
The poor girl.
Callista... Resourceful one. Probably found a safe place to hold up in all this chaos.
If my overseers hear anything, I'll come straight to you. Now drinks. I hope this business pass on the quickly. The servants must have been in here. Let me see. It seems I have the wrong one. Not that one. Ooh. Ah, here we are. Men will come get you when we're finished. Keep each other entertained.
I don't understand how this got so unpleasant.
Oh, I agree, I agree. A whore dies and suddenly this. Who do you have lying? Keep it in red.
Thank you.
Now, business. What would you say happened last night?
To be honest, I'm not even sure. My men, your overseers, a few whores, maybe a little too much ale. One harmless prank with a runaway chicken, and 10 minutes later, Trevor's Alley is a sea of blood.
I almost wish I'd been there. That might be worth checking out.
Someone get over here!
Attention, this facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site. Attention, this facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
Help! I need a hand here!
Attention, this facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
Help! I need a hand!
Attention, this facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site. Attention, this facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site. Attention, this facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site. Attention, this facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
I don't see Campbell's journal anywhere, brother. This is folly, I tell you. If he catches us in here,
I've told you 100
Attention,
times.
this facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
then I am certain he keeps the Black Book on his person at all times. We went to the trouble of breaking into Campbell's safe. It's not worth it. I won't continue.
Attention, this facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
No, I'll fuck. Got you now. You're gonna bleed. I need more men.
Attention, this facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and
And there's you, Voracious. There you are, my sick boy. I'll fetch you a treat later tonight. Oh, you know that word, do you?
Look out. Got someone skulking around. I know you're here somewhere, scum. Where are... There you are. Guards!
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site. Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site. Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site. Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site. facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site. Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site. Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site. Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
What we have is a man, aged 30 perhaps, slender.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in... Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
Stolen out of one of the failing factories.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
fear they never leave. The overseers always find the guilt they seek.
When I find you, it's going to be bad.
No, it's just a little cough. Fine. I feel completely fine. Fine. Look at you.
Is that you?
Hey, Corvo. From the way I hear it, Campbell lived a pretty posh life. Maybe it's not my place to say, but men of the faith shouldn't live like barons. Are you ready to go? Okay, let's go. Admiral Havelock and Lord Pendleton are in the courtyard. I expect they'll want to congratulate you.
He's alive. Thank you, Corvo, thank you. My uncle's a good man, and one day he'll prove it. Here. I know you did this for the right reasons, but I want you to take this as a reward. It's an old heirloom one of my aunts gave me.
They're all corrupt.
My, can I be of service to you?
Hopefully the High Overseer is...
And we must find a
Attention,
girl.
all
Emily.
citizens living on the north side of the river.
Who knows what her
between
mind is
John
like.
Claver
You did it! Somehow you took down the High Overseer Campbell against the odds. I knew you were our man, Corvo. With Campbell gone, we've hurt the Lord Regent immeasurably. And with Martin back, we'll have the finest strategist alive.
The Lord Regent must be shitting himself in Dunwall Tower.
Yes, and Campbell's journal, let's not forget. Our hope is that in these encoded pages, the location and condition of Emily Kaldwin can be discovered. Our entire movement will mean nothing if we can't place the rightful heir on the throne. We must act fast. No doubt the Lord Regent is holding Emily somewhere, waiting to reveal her, to step out as the hero and further cement his regency.
If he doesn't bring the young lady forth soon, there will be infighting among the nobles as to who should succeed the Empress.
Yes, time is against us. But now you should take a well-earned rest, Corvo. We will decipher the contents of the High Overseer's journal and share them with you later.
It is every citizen's duty to report treasonous speech and actions. The state depends on you.
Hello, Corvo. I expect Martin will be joining us shortly. I hate to start your day with such a strange matter, but the servants heard something last night, moving through the storm drains beneath the building. Most likely a weeper, the poor bastard. There's no hope for them once the plague gets that far along. Nothing more than a shuffling corpse full of sickness and insects, if you ask me. I'd appreciate you investigating, just to be sure it's not a nosy guardsman that's getting too close. Here's a key to the hatches. I'd send a servant down there, but they'd die of fear on the spot, I'm afraid. Maybe Piero can concoct some sort of sleep poison for your crossbow if you want to go that route.
You went down there in the sewers? I thought I heard a weeper in there earlier. You're probably the bravest man I've ever met. Overseer Martin has arrived. He's with Admiral Havelock now. They want to talk to you.
Corvo, I trust you remember Martin, an overseer before, and perhaps again someday soon.
I owe you thanks for my rescue.
Indeed. You've given us a glimmer of hope, Corvo. Because we've gotten what we wanted from Campbell's journal. You've done it. We know where Emily Caldwin is being held.
The Golden Cat, of all places. A bathhouse for aristocrats. Little better than a cursed brothel.
But there's an unfortunate twist. It appears that Pendleton's own kinsmen stand in our way. The twins, Morgan and Custis. Not only are they controlling Emily, but they have the controlling parliamentary votes we so desperately need.
Yes, the Pendletons have to die. But most importantly, Emily must be brought here safely so we can protect her until the Lord Regent and his entourage have been dealt with. Pendleton's... Waiting for you on the dock. He's asked to brief you personally. I think it's best.
Corvo, a moment if I may. Corvo. I've asked to speak to you myself. You see, I'm sending you to kill my older brothers, Morgan and Custis. They're horrible men. It's true, as you may have heard, cruel beyond words. Further, my brothers are close allies to the Lord Regent, and as long as they are in Parliament, we cannot gather the votes we'll need to stop the Lord Regent from further consolidating his power. These days, they're best known for exploiting their favor with him to cheat others out of their wealth. Let's just say that not every family evicted and quarantined for having the plague actually has the plague. I warned my brothers in every way I could. Tonight, at their usual revels, they'll be protected by the City Watch, so it'll be dangerous. Now go. Please do it before I change my mind.
I'll take you to the Golden Cat when you're ready. I've taken Lord Pendleton enough times, believe me. I'll get you as close as I can to the Golden Cat, Corvo. You'll have to go the rest of the way on your own. The entrance is near Holger Square. The main thing is to make sure that little girl, Emily, gets back all safe and sure. Them two Pendletons are there, so I'm guessing there'll be a lot of guards. Slackjaw might have some ideas on helping you get inside the cat, if he don't kill you. This here's his territory. He and his Bottle Street gang hole up at the old Dunwall whiskey factory. They sell the elixir that folks use to fight off the plague. I'll lay low, but keep an eye out for you and the little lady you bring him back. Good luck to you. I know Emily must mean a lot to you. Be careful going up the street, Corvo. A river hand I know pulled up alongside me last night and said there's one of those watchtowers on Clavering now. I guess you're getting ready to gamble.
Hey, you're just the man I was looking for. Slackjaw's wanting to talk to you.
What a mess, huh? Whole town's gone to trash.
Gone.
Go on. Slackjaw.
I don't think they're gonna last much longer in there.
That's what they get for taking free swigs from the still. That tainted liquor.
Slackjaw'll be waiting for you. Easy, easy. You just need a bit.
Ain't you heard? Slackjaw keeps the good stuff for himself. Rest of us get one part of it.
He is a villain if I judge your looks aright. A villain I might have some work for. Somebody put plague in the brute tank. Half my men are weepers. Trapped 3 of them in the distillery. Rest are wandering in the street. Since it's so, and I find myself short of able bodies, I may have a point of interest for you, see? Way I figure it, there ain't nobody worth killing round here except those 2 Pendletons over at the Golden Cat. I'm right, ain't I? See, slack your nose. Them boys are twins. Rich, mean, and weird. Worse than most of their ilk. They've been laying low there a while, not sure why. There's a lot of security at the Golden Cat tonight, though. Special guests and the like. But you're gonna walk in there dressed like that and kill the Pendleton brothers? Maybe I got a better way to take care of them, too. If you're doing something for me first, understand? Someone, I don't know who, is killing my men, taking my territory, stealing my goods. Might be a fellow named of Galvani. I sent my best man to investigate, but he went missing and... well, now I need someone to find what happened to him. Go to this Galvani's place. He lives nearby off Clavering Boulevard. You do that for me and I'll get you a better way into the Golden Cat.
That's the end of you.